Da 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 da. For some of you, you might have guessed that tune right away. For many others of you, you have no clue what I just hummed. Anyhow, I was at a wedding last night, a traditional Orthodox wedding, and it seems like every Orthodox wedding that I've been to, the band plays that as the opening tune as the bride and groom run into the room and everybody starts dancing. And I'll hopefully put up a picture in this video of a scene of the dancing, and you'll notice in a Jewish Orthodox wedding that the men and women dance separately. And I was dancing last night, and there were a few people, I'd met a few people over the evening, and I was talking a little bit about what I'm doing and also my focus around social media and social marketing, that during the dancing the imagery sort of hit me. And I said, this is a really cool model and image for social networking and how we can sort of envision it and see it. So you'll see in this picture that there's just a big circle of men dancing. The groom is in the center. There's people all around dancing. Obviously you don't hear the music, but they're just dancing to the music, walking and dancing in a circle. And it seems like a mishmash, but when you really look at it closely, you start to notice there's circles. There's circles within circles, and everything is focused in on the center, which is the groom and the father and the brother, the families. But ultimately the groom is the center of the attention, and everybody's excited and directing their joy and energy towards the groom. So one of the things that I was thinking about is people, when they go for their Facebook and their followers, they talk about having all these followers, 5,000 friends, 25,000 followers, whatever it might be, but really that's impossible to manage. And when I was looking at this circle last night, and I'm sort of just looking at this circle to remind myself, is that you had people on the outside circle. The people on the outside circle were part of it a little bit. They were watching, they were sort of fluttering in and out, but they weren't super engaged. But they were there, they were part of the group. There was just this one big mass. But then the next circle had a little bit more energy to it, the next inner circle. And then when you got to the inner three circles, that's where you had the most energy. When you got to the center, everything was focused in the powerful connections. That's where in the beginning the father and the brothers and the close friends and families would come in and join with the groom to dance. And then the circle just outside that was so energized and fired up because they were the closest friends. And when I saw that, I said, this is sort of how we can approach, say for example, Facebook. Yeah, you might have 5,000 friends, but break it down into circles that you really want to be creating a core group, right? Your core group that's invested in you and with you, and you're invested in them. And that usually amounts to about 100 to 150 people. It's really hard to, and in that case the groom, right? The groom can't dance with everybody at once. He can only focus on the inner circle, the circle just directed out to him, but that outer circle then cascades further and further out, sharing the impact. So within social media as well, it's something that maybe you can look at, that when you have those 5,000 friends, instead of trying to maintain a relationship with 5,000 people, which is really impossible, and running around trying to connect and communicate, decide who your inner circle is going to be, and create maybe a group or a fan page or a special page where you guys communicate, and when you communicate with them, they broadcast out to a greater circle and continue it out until greater circles, and you'll have a much better impact. And when you post something on Facebook, especially for marketing in your business and sharing ideas, it just won't be a few random people that pick out in those 5,000, but those key 10, 20, 50, 100 people that are in your group will broadcast it, and you'll have a much bigger impact. That was an idea I wanted to share with you. Have a great evening. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.